Hey, hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching from. Welcome to Singles Connect with Lady J. Thank you for coming. You're welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So right now, before we go on onto this topic, actually, before we start with the topic for today, because usually I invite people asking asking them questions about themselves. If we are satisfied, we get their contact so that people can connect to them and see if the relationship can work, if anything can work out from what we've gathered about that particular person. But today is a different ball game, okay? It's a different ball game. Today we have a topic because in this show, like I said before, apart from trying to see how people can get connected, we can also sort issues out. Anybody that has issues with relationship, any issue you have, you can always bring it up so that we talk about it. At least if you talk about it, it may also help you. Okay. So if you don't want to come on live from subsequent episodes, I think we'll have to bring a phone number that people can call or send your text message telling us what we need to talk about if you don't want to come on live. Okay, so right now we're going to talk about a topic that I think is very important, because today we're not bringing in any guests. We are just going to talk about this topic because we have to actually teach everybody, those that are interested in getting connected, what they should know. Okay, why being into why they are in a relationship. Okay, so today we are going to talk on what is expected on a first date. So if you get connected, whether online, anyhow you get connected, you are going on a first date, what is expected of you? Now, first date. When you say first date, you're talking about the situation whereby a male and a female are meeting for the first time with the intention and plan to begin a romantic relationship. Okay, they are coming together for the first time to see each other, to talk to each other, to understand who they actually are, and if they are going to continue to get connected in the relationship. So that is it. So that is first. When you're talking about first date, you're talking about a male and a female meeting for the first time, okay, with the intention or plan to begin a romantic relationship. Like the last episode, we talked about friendship, we talked about dating, we talked about courtship. But this time, we're talking about our first date. If you are going to meet somebody for the first time, you are meeting somebody for the first time, what is expected? Okay, so before now, a guy can just meet a girl along the street and say hi, and approach her, talk to her, and then get to know her better. Before you know it, they're into a relationship. Okay, if it works, if it doesn't work, it's not a do or die affair. And somehow a guy can meet a girl in a grocery store anywhere, and they start off something. Okay, but now it is quite different. The scenes, when I say scenes, I mean SCENES. Scenes, the scenes are different. The scenes are different from the time of old. It's different. And now, because of the modern, the technology now, we are into social media. We are in the social media time. Okay, you have dating app, you have shows on social media where people can meet, okay, like this one. Okay, so because of that, you can meet with anybody online. You meet with people online, you don't know them, you've not seen them before, yet, you are getting kind of emotionally connected, with the person. And so if you are to meet the person for the first time, what is expected of you? What are you people supposed to do? I think, okay. Actually, if you look at that time that people, meet people along the street and talk to them and they get to understand themselves, and you compare it to now that people meet people online through, dating app, through social media shows, through friends, you see that the scenes are different. But whether the scenes are different or not, don't forget we are still humans, okay? We are still humans. We still need to get connected. We eager to get connected. We want to feel happy. We want to feel that fun in life. So it's very important for people to get connected. So whether the scenes change or not, is not important. So like I said, I'm going to list out, the things that are expected of us when we are planning for our first date, or when we are on our first date, or even after our first date. Okay, so when you are when you are planning for first date, the first thing you think about is picking the right venue. Picking the right venue. Okay, on your first date, if you are planning for your first date, pick the right venue, the place you will meet for the first time. Okay, then you should be safety conscious. That's number 2. Safety conscious. I don't know if you are there, you can jot it down so that if possible, just go through it again, go through the broadcast after everything, and you understand it better. Okay, pick the right venue. The second one is be safety conscious. Okay, then number 3, wear clothes and shoes that will make you feel comfortable and confident. Okay, clothes and shoes that will make you feel you are going on the first date. You don't have to, we'll analyze them. Let me not go too much, let me not go in details yet. Okay, we'll analyze them one by one. So that's number 3. Wear clothes and shoes that makes you feel comfortable and confident. Okay, so number 4, feel relaxed. Okay, feel relaxed when you are there. Number 5, give precise and meaningful compliments. You have to compliment your date. Okay, then number 6, ask good questions. Not just any question, good questions that are meaningful. Okay, so number 7, use positive languages. Use positive language when you are talking, the things you say. Okay, so I think number 8 now, go with the flow. We'll go with the flow. As the situation is going, just flow with it. Okay, so on your first date. Okay, so number 9, do not avoid difficult personal topic. If something that that probably the other person, if the other person gets to know about it, it may piss the person off. Don't avoid it. Talk about it. Anybody that will accept you will accept you. So number 10, after dating, after the time, once you are done and you are off, if everybody has gone home, do a follow-up. Once you are done with the dating, do a follow-up. Find out if your date has gotten home. Okay, so lastly, reflect. When you are on your own, you are in your bed, reflect on what happened during this period that you people were together. I tell you, if you reflect on it, that may tell you if or not you are going for a second date. Okay, so today I've given you the list is 1 to 11. So we are going to start talking about it. For today, we're not going to talk about everything. It's not going to be possible for us to discuss everything today, but we will only talk about number 1 and number 2. And in the next episode, we'll talk about another 1 or 2. Okay, so The first one on the list when you are going on a first date is pick a venue. Okay? Pick the right venue. Picking the right venue. I think we'll talk about that. Please, if you see, I've been talking since, so I want you people to say something. If this singles connect with Lady J is not meant for only singles, it's meant for both singles and the married people. If you are married and you know that what I'm saying is not, it's not aligning, please put your whatever you have to contribute on the comment section. So the first one is picking the right venue. Okay, now if you are going on a date for the first time, it is not expected that you go and pick somewhere like amusement park or a venue where there is a live show. It's not advisable, because if you go to a place where there is a live show, now tell me, there is noise everywhere, people are singing, people are dancing, so how would you communicate? Picking the right venue, it's very important to pick the right venue where you people can talk properly. Okay, understand yourselves, no disturbance. It doesn't mean that people won't be around, but you choose a place where people can be minding their business and not making too much noise. You can concentrate and understand and enjoy your date together. So like I said, picking the right venue, not going to places like amusement park, going to places like a show with live band where there is noise. No, it's not advisable to pick such a venue. If you do, you won't have time to talk. I'm very sure you will not want to face such. Okay? Take your date to a casual and open place. Okay? Where you can get the conversation going, where your conversation can flow very well. Okay, where it can be smooth, where you people can really talk to each other, understand, get connected, kind of. Okay, simple place. And I want to give you an example. You can take your date to an eatery. You can go to an eatery, not just any eatery, because so when you go, you hear noise here and there. Just before, if I were to be the man, I will go and source for a very nice place before that day. Okay, so on that day, you take your date to a place, an eatery. You can take your date to an eatery where though people will be there doing their thing, but you have a secluded place where you and your date can actually spend time together, discuss. Okay, so eatery is good. And let me say something. If you don't have money for eatery, don't kill yourself. Do not kill yourself. Do not dey kill body put o. You can do it your own way. Any way na way. Okay, so if you don't have money to go to eatery, you can look for a good restaurant. You have good restaurant where a well-organized restaurant where you can go and buy cheap restaurant. You can go there with the one your money can afford. Don't try to impress a woman or impress your man and take the person to a place where after the date you now start thinking, oh, I want to pay gbese. Please don't do that. Okay, so when you are choosing, choose the right venue. Okay, either eatery or restaurant. Okay, if possible, say some people feel even say, okay, for the first time, if we want meet, we'll meet for church. Okay, so but depending on you, please, it depends on you. Decide what you want, but make sure you don't go to a noisy place. That's the most important thing. That is that about choosing a venue. Then the second one we are going to talk about, which is the last one, is being safety conscious. You have to be conscious of safety. That's, you have to be conscious of the fact that, the world is going crazy this time. So many things are happening. So many things are happening. Like now you meet people on social media. You don't know the person before you are meeting the person for the first time. Please, like I said on this show, I've been saying it, don't meet people in private places. So please, it's not allowed, please, because if you go there and you see anything, we've said our own. Try for the first time to meet people in public places. So if you are going on your first day, be safety conscious, whether man or woman, whether the boy or the girl, please. Because girls these days, some girls can do shit. You can't believe it. So please, when you are going on the first date, be safety conscious. Safety should be your priority, most especially if you met online. If you know that you and this person met online, please, safety should be number one priority, please. Okay, it is very important for both the babe and the guy to be cautious of safety. Please, don't forget that one. The person you are going to meet is a stranger. You've not met him before. You've not seen him before. You don't know whether all he's been telling you online, or he's been telling you on WhatsApp, or he's been telling you on video call, you've been seeing if they are true. So I would advise you should be careful when going on a date. Please be safety conscious. I would want to advise that as you are going to meet this person for the first time, you meet the person in a decent and public place where other people can see you. Other people can see you. It's not where anybody can just drag you away. Okay. Also, before you leave home, before you leave your house and say you are going for a first date, please tell your friend or your relative, any of your relatives that you trust. Okay, tell them where you are going to. Tell them details of who you are going to meet and where you are going to. It's very important. Tell them. Okay. These days, technology has made life easy. Okay. So these days, I think they share location. So you can also share location with your friend or family when you get there. You can share location, okay? So that they will know exactly. Tell them when you will be coming back to, so that when you don't come back the time you've told them, they can, spring into action. So please, when you are going on the first date, be safety conscious. Tell your people when you are going out on the first date. Tell them the name of the person, tell them the venue. When you get there, share your location with your relative or friend so that they will know where you are going to. It's very, very important. Okay? And before you go on your first date, please do not share your house address with this person, number one. Two, do not also tell the person what you are doing, your job, your business that you are doing. Keep those ones until you see the person and you are sure of who the person is before you open up to that point. Okay, so that is that about that for this show today. I said let's talk about this so that when you are coming to connect, get connected on this show, be sure that we have your back. We are trying to educate you on what you should put at the back of your mind before you get real used to this person, before you get yourself very, 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 very close to this person. First of all, like we said briefly, let me just briefly go through what we said. We said first, on the first date, do not forget on a first date, as you are getting to meet this person, you must pick the right venue. And secondly, you must be safety conscious. Make sure you share your venue where you are going to meet this person with your friends and your relatives. Okay, those are the two among the list that we've given, those are the two we want to talk. We've decided to talk about today. So in the next episode, we are going to talk about the others. Okay. So thank you for being part of this show. I am very sure you've learned something, and I pray by God's grace we will not miss it. God will help us, direct us, and connect us to the right person, because the right people. Because I'm a Christian, I would always advise and keep advising that you pray before you get connected, because ours here is to bring people in, ask them questions about themselves, and as they answer us, whatever they say about us, that's what we know. So if you are getting connected, you have to be very, very careful. Study the person very well before you get, take the relationship to another level. Okay, so thank you for being part of the show. Please follow Joy Ojo on YouTube. Please do not forget, go and subscribe on JJOE TV. God bless you as you become part of the show. We're family now, so we'll continue to. If you have anything you have to talk about, please put it on the comment section. If you also want to contribute to what we've said, please, the comment section is also there. I love you guys. See you in the next episode. God bless you. Bye.